Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So I realized I was wearing this same shirt in my last video, but it is a different day and it's been a few days. I just really love this shirt. It's so comfortable. It's like my favorite concert t-shirt that I've ever gotten. Super comfortable. But I haven't done I haven't done videos in a couple of days, which means I have some new things to show you, and I actually have multiple. I'm so excited. I've been working hard at crocheting while I'm kind of multitasking. I'm crocheting while I'm like watching TV, and finally on season 5 of Grey's Anatomy, so made some progress. I'm super excited. So I do have 3 things to show you guys, 3 finished objects. So the first one is, well, I don't know what order to show them to you guys, but I guess we'll just start with this one. So I said in the last video that I was thinking about making a penguin, and I did that. I made another penguin. This is a free pattern. I believe it's called the Pippo penguin, Pippo. I think it's a free pattern on Ravelry, a free download. And this pink is the one right here. I still have a bunch of it left. It's so much bigger than it looks there. But I use pink from Craft Smart. It's the Michaels pink. And then I actually used a tan. This is a beige color from Craft Smart as well. And then this is a scrap ball of yellow. I have no idea what it is, but it's a very light yellow, and I think it just tied in perfectly with the colors. I really like this pattern. I really enjoyed making this. The only thing is that I'm not a huge fan of this, and I don't know if I made the mistake because I don't think it's as drastic like that in the pattern, so it could have been me. I feel like these needed to be pushed back like a couple stitches of white and then started the curve, I guess. But this is really hard to do, like when you're designing. I've tried to do things like that and I get very quickly frustrated. So even if the pattern is like this, it's not a huge deal. I will still make this amigurumi again, but definitely maybe I'll try to make a couple more stitches. I don't know. Probably if I make it again, I'll do it exactly like the pattern says. And if it comes out like this again, then I might like fix it up a little bit. It doesn't need really a lot of fixing, but like I said, that's really hard to do in a pattern. It's not easy to design a pattern like that. So I definitely give her or whoever designed it a lot of credit. But it's such a cute penguin. It's a really big penguin. It came out really big. It used quite a lot of stuffing, and yeah, I think it's just perfect. The eyes are 12mm safety eyes, and of course I used a 5mm hook for everything. So super cute. I love this penguin. Probably gonna be making more, and the reason I say that is because I tend to make multiples of like everything that I made. Last time or very recently I showed you guys I made a pink mushroom using this same pink, and it was from my giant mushroom pattern. I made another. This is kind of, it's like in between teal and light blue, but this is a big twist yarn, and it used to be right here on my shelf, so there's an empty spot now. And yeah, I just made another mushroom because they're so cute, and I made one, so I had to make another. And I really enjoy it. I think it's super cute, and I hope you guys like it as well. It's just a really fun pattern and really easy, and I feel like when I find really easy patterns that work up quick, or you can work on them mindlessly, I tend to make multiples of that pattern, and this is a prime example right here. I think I really worked on this when I was like watching a couple episodes of Grey's Anatomy, because I don't really have to pay too much attention. There's not a whole lot of increasing and decreasing and, you know, those type of things when you get shaping, which is really cool in amigurumis to get shaping, but you definitely have to be paying attention to your crocheting and your stitches and all that fun stuff. So this is a fun one if you want to just crochet an amigurumi while watching TV. This This is a good one. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and you know what? I take it back. This is not beige. I thought I used this color on here. This is an off-white from Crafter's Secret from Hobby Lobby. This is the beige from Michaels, so I take that back. But this is using beige from Michaels, Craftsmart, and then Big Twist in, I don't even know. I feel like it's a light blue. In some places, it looks like teal. And then when I hold it like in other lighting, it looks like a light blue. So really cute though. I really enjoyed that. That is the second finished object, which if you do want to use this as a door like holder so the door won't shut closed, you can totally do that as well because it has a flat bottom. So you can put like some rocks in there, you know, keep your door open. Lastly, I remade something that I showed you guys in the last video. I showed you guys I was making a rhinoceros. I don't think I showed you I was making it. I showed you a finished rhinoceros. I made a second one. So I stayed a little bit more true, just a little bit more true to the colors. I did do gray, and the last one that I did was like a kind of variegated, was it like an aqua color? I think it was pretty dark, but it was a variegated color, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna make one that's a little bit more realistic, and so I went for the gray. I could have done like brown as well, but I think it came out so cute. Again, this does use a lot of stuffing, especially like in that belly. It's just full, stuffed really well and full, so it does use quite a bit of stuffing. But I really like it. I didn't do the flower on it. You can do a little flower at the back. It's almost like an applique, but I chose not to do it just because, I don't know, I guess since I was going for that more realistic look, I decided not to do the applique flower. But again, I used a 5mm hook, and this is Crafter's Secret from Hobby Lobby in gray. And this is a scrap of like, I don't even know. It's not white. It's kind of like an off-white, but more on the pink side. So it's an interesting color, but it's a scrap ball. And I've been working through it little by little. I think I used that same color for the dots here. So you can see that it's kind of an interesting color. It's hard to find what to use it for. I almost used it for like the wings on bees before, but I don't know. I think it works perfect for the rhinoceros. This is a paid for pattern. I think this was $5 or $6 for this pattern, and I've made 2 of them so far. I really enjoy making them, but it definitely comes out a lot bigger than the one in the pattern because she uses a 2.5mm hook, I believe, and I use a 5mm hook and worsted weight yarn. And I believe hers, she must use cotton or something pretty thin. So mine comes out very large in comparison, but it is a really fun pattern. You just have to be aware there's a little bit of sewing in there. You know, all these pieces are separate. The head and the body are separate as well. I didn't know that going in, but it's really fun. And then it does have a little pattern to make a tail if you want to add a tail to it, and the flower that I mentioned as well. I'll have all 3 of these patterns linked in the description box below. I also really wanted to thank you guys so much for giving me ideas and inspiration on what to crochet next, because I had asked you guys what should I work on, and so many people gave me a lot of ideas, and that was super helpful. So I just really wanted to thank you guys, because now I have something to go back to and hopefully pick from there what to work on next, which I'm excited, because if I don't do that, I'm gonna keep remaking things that I've already made, which isn't like horrible, but I love making new patterns too. And I actually, speaking of patterns, I have a couple ideas. I haven't been working on new patterns for a while, but I have a couple ideas, and I'm gonna try to work on them like, it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try not to crochet anything until I finish these 2 ideas that I have in my head. And that's so hard because I'm like constantly wanting to work on an amigurumi project, and I love when I already have a pattern for something because I could just work on it without having to think. but when I'm designing a project, it takes a lot longer, and I have to be in a different mindset than when I'm just crocheting something that already has a pattern. So I'm gonna try to work on those and hopefully very soon come on and show you guys a couple new patterns. I have 2 ideas in my head. I had a lot more, but I think I'm really excited for 2 of them especially, so I'm going to try to work on those and come on and show them to you guys. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, then after that, I'm gonna go back to that video in the comment section and pick out things to work on, because I remember, I mean, I can't tell you right now off the top of my head what the ideas were, but I remember reading them and being very inspired. So I am excited for that. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm gonna get going because I have to finish getting ready. I'm actually gonna go out right now, and I think I'm gonna have lunch. It's kind of lunch, early dinner. So I think I'm gonna do that. But I just want to thank you guys so much for everything. And I'm kind of planning a giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. I'm looking around at things that I want to share with you guys and potential like prizes and things. So there's going to be some fun things coming up in the channel for sure. But thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!